Hello everyone, my name is Shikha Sharma and today we are going to talk about sustainable development goals. And mainly in this presentation, we are going to talk about goal number 2, that is zero hunger. But before we get started, we should know what exactly are sustainable development goals, right? So let's see. So sustainable development goals basically are certain goals which are created by United Nations, and the aim is to you know reduce all the problems, the global problems that we have, like insecurity, climate change, okay, hunger, all these problems. So in order to reduce these problems and work on it, to end these problems, United Nations have created certain goals. These are called as sustainable development goals, or SDGs in short. These were adopted by United Nations in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030 all people enjoy peace and prosperity. There are totally 17 SDGs. They are integrated and they recognize that action in one area will affect outcomes in others, and that development must balance social, economic, and environmental sustainability. So these are the some of the sustainable development goals, as you can see on the screen. So today we are going to talk mainly about the second sustainable development goal, that is zero hunger. Okay, so this goal is about creating a world free of hunger by 2030. The global issue of hunger and food insecurity has shown an alarming increase since 2015. Okay, so since 2015 this hunger issue has risen over the years. Since 2015, earlier it was not as high as it is now. Okay, so there were a lot of factors, the main one being pandemic, okay, COVID-19 that occurred. So it has increased this problem even more since 2015. Then climate change is also another factor, and inequalities is also then these are some facts and figures regarding zero hunger SDG. Okay, so by 2022 approximately 735 million people, or we can say 9.2% of the world's population, found themselves in a state of chronic hunger. Okay, it's a very alarming situation if we see. So this is a recent data only, and this classification signifies that we need to do something. Okay, this is a very alarming situation. The persistent surge in hunger and food insecurity demands immediate attention and coordinated global efforts to elevate this critical humanitarian challenge. Okay, so the goal SDG, zero hunger, is working on this aspect only, so that the food insecurity can be reduced. And how many people are hungry? So it is projected that more than 600 million people worldwide will be facing hunger in 2030. So this is an estimate, okay, which says that 600 million people will face hunger till 2030. And what are the reasons for global hunger? Shockingly, the world is back at hunger levels not seen since 2005. And what are the reasons for this? Like climate shocks. One is climate change, okay. Then declining food production, okay. This is another reason, that food production is declining day by day. That is another reason for global hunger, okay. Then high food prices, another very important reason for global hunger, okay. Next we have is, why is the zero hunger sustainable development goal crucial? Why are we reading this? Why is it so important? Firstly, human health and well-being. Okay, so we know that food is a basic necessity, and if we don't get food, what happens? Malnutrition, lot of health problems occurs, which leads to less productivity. Okay, and this creates a problem, right? Second is economic growth. Hunger and malnutrition can trap people in cycle of poverty, and undernutrition people, what happens to them? Their ability to work reduces, right? And their ability to learn, their ability to work, right? All of that reduce, and they cannot contribute much to economy. Okay, next is targets of social development goal, that is zero hunger. What are the targets of that United Nations have set? First is by 2030, the end hunger and ensure access by all people, in particular the poor and people in vulnerable situations, including infants, to safe, nutritious, and sufficient food all year around. Okay. Another target is to end all forms of malnutrition. Third target is double the agricultural productivity, because if agricultural productivity would be higher, then only prices will reduce, because supply is more, then prices will decrease. And what will happen, this will ensure more availability of agricultural products at cheaper rates, and this will help poor people rates. Other target of SDG 2 is ensure sustainable food production systems and implement resilient agricultural practices that increase productivity and production. Then maintaining the genetic diversity of seeds, cultivated plants, and farmed and domestic animals and their related wild species, including through thorough, soundly managed and diversified seed. Okay. Then what is the progress that has been made so far? Okay. First, in terms of agricultural productivity, there has been improvement in some areas. Okay. Like there have been advances in agricultural productivity and sustainable practices. Okay. Innovations in farming techniques and technologies related to agriculture have come up, and this has, increased agricultural productivity. And although there have been much progress, but still there are some certain challenges that exist. What are these challenges? Let's see. First is food insecurity and malnutrition. There is still so many people who are malnutrition, and there is food insecurity. Nearly 800 million people still suffer from chronic hunger. Then there is hidden hunger. Okay. And then climate change and environmental degradation, that is extreme weather conditions. These are another challenges. Then we have some other challenges like war and conflict, refugee crisis, access to resources, income, and inequality. Then what are some actionable steps that we can take? Firstly, on personal level, on individual level, what we can do is we should try to reduce food wastage as much as possible. Okay. Then we should educate ourselves and educate others as well, right? We should read about SDGs, read about hunger crisis that has been happening. Okay. And we should raise awareness regarding the same. Then other actionable steps that government and organizations can take is they should implement national strategies that address food security, focusing on both immediate relief and long-term sustainability. Okay. Then they should also support the farmers who have small land holdings. Okay. Then investment should be made in agricultural innovation. Others include providing education and training. Farmer education is very important for this. Nutritional education is also very important. Then now we are going to read a story. Okay. Which is titled as The Seeds of Hope. It is about a girl named Meera, and we will see her story. Let's read it first. In a small village named Chitrakoot lived a bright 12-year-old named Meera. Her family were farmers and they worked hard in their fields, but lately things were getting tough. The land wasn't producing enough food, and many families, including Meera's, were going hungry. Okay, one evening, as Meera listened to her parents talk, she heard her father say, "The land isn't giving us much anymore. We might have to leave if we can't find a solution." Okay, so firstly, we see a girl who is just 12 years old. Her name is Meera, and she lives in a village called Chitrakoot. It's a very small village, and most of the people's main occupation in that village is agriculture. Okay, so her family is also farmer's family. She belongs to a farmer's family. Earlier things were better, but now what is happening is that things are getting tough. There's no land for food. There's not much food which is producing. Okay, so due to which Meera is a little sad. Meera felt sad but also determined. She wanted to help her family and village. The next day, she went to the village library, a small room with old books. There she found a book called The Secrets of Sustainable Farming. The book and ideas for improving the land, like using compost and planting different kinds of crop. Now, what is has been explained through this, that Mira, after she heard her parents that the things are getting tough, okay, so she went to a library which is nearby her village, and she read a book named The Secrets of Sustainable Farming, where in which she learned sustainable farming practices that can be helpful, okay. And then she implemented those ideas for improving the land. She used compost and planting different kinds of crops from kitchen waste and other stuffs, okay. Then Mira was excited and rushed home to share what she had learned. Her parents were doubtful but agreed to give her ideas a try. Mira began by making compost from kitchen scraps. She also planted a mix of vegetables and legumes which helped the soil stay healthy. Soon Mira's small garden was thriving. The plants were growing strong and the soil became better. Seeing her success, her parents joined in and they all worked together. Okay, so she implemented all the strategies that she had read in the book, and now she has made compost of kitchen scraps, and this has boosted the agriculture in that place. Okay, now Mira is also trying to educate others as well regarding the same. Okay, Mira wanted to help the whole village, so she organized meetings and taught her neighbors about the new farming techniques. The villagers were impressed, and began to use these methods in their own fields. One day, experts from nearby city came to visit. They were amazed at how the village had turned things around. They offered more resources and training to help the village even more. Okay, so now the situation of the village is better now, and some experts have come from different some experts have come from different place, and they now they were also amazed to look at the improvement of the village. When harvest time came, Chitrakoot's fields were full of crops. The villagers celebrated with a big feast, and Mira felt proud. The hunger that had once had a problem was now replaced with plenty of food and hope. Mira's story spread to other villages, inspiring them to try the same techniques she had shown. That even a young girl could make a big difference. Okay, years later, Mira looked at the thriving fields and felt happy. She had not only helped her own village but had also given hope to many others. The seeds of hope she had planted had grown into a future where hunger was no longer a constant worry. Okay, so now Mira. So this shows, the Mira story shows that even if one child learns something, that can make the entire village so strong, and it can impact the entire village, as evident from the Mira story. Okay, first of all, she educated herself, and then she educated her villagers as well, and then they also adopted those sustainable agricultural practices, and that's how once a very village which had hunger is now thriving, now has thriving fields. Okay, and she has basically sown the seeds of hope. Okay, so this was the story, and what do we learn from this story? What is the conclusion? First is that moral of the story is that the determined and innovative thinking, even from a young person, can lead to positive change and overcome significant challenges. By applying new ideas and sharing knowledge, one person can make a big difference in addressing problems like hunger and improving the well-being of their community. Okay, so what do we learn from the story? That we should firstly always be determined, and we should always be optimistic and always have innovative thinking. Just like Mira, she was only 12 years old, so young, and still she had that positive mindset, and she had willpower and determination, through which she firstly educated herself and educated others also, and that's how she transformed her village. Okay, and by applying new ideas and sharing knowledge, there a big difference can be created. Okay, so we should also learn from Mira that how one can tackle the problem of global hunger, and how firstly we should educate ourselves, and also we should minimize food wastage as much as possible. On personal levels, whatever we can do, we should try to do that, and also we should create awareness regarding this SDG, that is zero hunger. and that's how we can achieve the zero hunger target by 2030 or even before that. Okay, so this was the presentation. I hope you understood something and learned something from it. Thank you. Have a nice day.